Hi guys, my name is Michael. Welcome back. So in this video, I want to give you guys my opinion on how I see things playing out, especially in the crypto space as we move further down the year, how I believe things will, events will unfold as we move forward. But before I go into that, I want to pick up from where I left off, in my last video. And I know it's been a couple of days in between. That's just because I've been busy with other things. But in my last video, I talked about preparing for the first wave, right? And in that video, I was trying to communicate to you guys that as we come into the month of March, you have to be mentally prepared for anything. You have to be mentally ready for things to take a different turn. And I was saying in that video that, we hope that things will go our way, basically be bullish, but you also need to be prepared for the downsides, right? And we're just in the first week of March, and we can see that there's been a lot of gyrations in the global financial space. The stock market, the crypto space, everything is down at the moment, right? And that is because of the rumors or the rumblings about trade wars and tariffs and all those things. But as we move further down in the month of March, I do still believe there's going to be a major disruption in the month of March. So we have to be prepared for that. And even though I am talking about disruption, it's important for you to understand that I've also spoken about the fact that in the midst of those disruptions, I believe there will be opportunities. And that is where the opportunity for this whole wealth transfer will come from. It's not going to be a smooth, sailing sort of transition, if I can put it that way. As a matter of fact, one of the words that came to my mind is through the fire. So it's going to be through the fire, right? That is how this whole thing is going to unfold. So you have to be mentally prepared to take advantage of things, even in the midst of chaos. So in the midst of all this stock market down and everything, we will just see something, you will just see a spark or something will just happen. And then, opportunities will open up. And you have to be prepared for that, sudden opportunity that comes out of nowhere. And those are the things we are waiting for as surfers, waiting for the wave anyway. But I just thought I'd put that out there for some of you that have been asking for clarification on that video. But today I want to talk about a few observations. When you look at the crypto space, right, and you look at everything that is going on, it's important for us to understand that the United States is preparing for a transition, right? They're preparing to move away from the way things are being done at the moment, which is something you call the as is, and they're moving to something else, right? Which a lot of us do not have an idea what that is, but you can clearly see that the United States is in a transition. And when you look at what the Elon Musk and the Doge team are doing in the United States, yes, a lot of people might feel like, yes, Doge is there to, bring efficiency and to make the government more efficient. But in reality, what Doge is doing, what that Doge concept, what they are doing there, is they are pointing out things to the people. They are pointing out the efficiency. They are pointing out the inefficiencies. They are pointing out the fraud. They are pointing out the waste that exists in the government systems. And why are they doing this? Why are they doing all these things? Why are they making all these things public? The things that the issues in the government systems in the United States have been there for years. So why are they doing it now? Why is it now? And they're doing this because they want the public to be aware of this fraud, of this waste, of these inefficiencies, so that the public can demand for something new, right? And what this whole push is all about is to move the government onto the blockchain. Is to move the government onto blockchain, right? And I know Elon Musk has said this publicly, that he wants to move the treasury system onto blockchain for transparency and to make it more transparent and more efficient. And so we are seeing this gradual move to blockchain. We're seeing this gradual move to blockchain. And though it may be slow, right? But it's important for you to understand that eventually, right, this is where they are coming. This is where they are going. So if you're somebody that is invested in all these cryptocurrencies, all these projects, it's important for you to understand that the world is moving to you. You just have to be patient. They are coming to you. You just have to be patient. And when we talk about moving to the blockchain, when we talk about moving to Web3 technologies, right? A lot of people will obviously think about projects like XRP. Yes, they're going to move the financials, the Swift and everything to XRP, which is fine, which is true. But also, there are also some other projects, right, that will be major benefactors of this movement that is going on, right? And one of those projects is Shiba Inu. And this is what I've been trying to talk about for a while now. Now, a lot of people might ask, like, he's going to talk about Shiba Inu again. Yes, I'm talking about Shiba because a lot of people do not understand what is going on with Shiba. When the announcement came out that Shiba Inu partnered with the UAE government, right? It was a very interesting announcement because, it was unexpected. No one was expecting Shiba Inu to have such a partnership. Something that was considered a meme coin, now partnering with a federal government of, a nation like the UAE. It was unexpected. But when you dig deep into the partnership between Shiba Inu and the UAE, the question, you begin to ask yourself, like, what is it about Shiba Inu? What is it about the Shib OS that makes that is driving the UAE Ministry of Ministry of Energy to partner with Shiba Inu? And when you dig further into that whole partnership, you realize that Shiba Inu has something, right, in that ecosystem that a lot of crypto projects do not have. They have a number of things in their ecosystem, in the Shib OS, that a lot of crypto projects do not have. One of the core components of the Shib OS is the identity stack. Now, if you've been following the crypto space or this whole technology transition that we've been on for a while, you will understand that one of the things that, a lot of companies, a lot of, whether it's the WEF or anything, one of the things they've always been talking about is the need for a digital ID. Digital ID, you look at all those projects like ID 2020 or some of those projects, there is a need for a digital ID. Now, when you look at the Shib OS, right, one of the core components of that platform is the identity stack, right? So in the Shib OS, right, there is a feature, right, for digital identity, creating digital identity for citizens, for users, for anything. And that is important for us to understand, because if you are Elon Musk and you're talking about moving the government to Web3 or onto the blockchain, one of the core components will be identity. So if you think about moving things like social security onto the blockchain, right, you would need to be able to identify the people who are claiming that social security. And if you think about what Doge is trying to say, or what Doge has been pointing out as waste in the federal government, I think there was one of the press conferences where Donald Trump brought out a list from his pocket, and he was reading that there are people in the United States who are like 120 years old, 3 million of them claiming social security, and there are people who are like 150 years old claiming social security. So all those fraudulent transactions are happening because there is no form of attestation of those individuals, right? There is no form of verification, proper verification to verify that those people are already dead, and you have dead people claiming benefits. So what am I saying? If you take a look at Shiba Inu, you will understand that this system has been designed, right, to bring governments into the blockchain. Not just one aspect of the government like other crypto projects. Like some crypto projects might be focused on just finance, tokenization and everything. But Shiba Inu is focused on bringing government services onto the blockchain, right? And even though they are still at the early days, but based on the core infrastructure, based on the core pillars that they've created, right, this has positioned them as a front runner in this area. It has positioned them as a leader basically in this space of government services on the blockchain. Right? So it's important for us to understand those concepts. And I know some of the things I'm saying here are technical, but if you think about, if you're someone who is who understands, solution architecture, or you understand technological architecture, then you will understand the place of identity in every in the designing of any solution, right? So when you have identity sorted out, then you can add any sort of application to it, right? So it's important for us to understand these things. So where Shiba is going at the moment, and they are not there yet, right? But based on their trajectory, it seems to me that they are positioning themselves as a blockchain for governments, right? And when you understand that big picture, right? When you understand that that concept, then you begin to get to the point where you begin to go down the line of seeing that in the future, a number of blockchains will be integrated into Shibarium. And this is a concept that a lot of people might not understand. But if Shiba Inu becomes the blockchain for the government, the main driver, the main technology stack for the government, then what it means is that every other crypto project will need to plug into Shibarium one way or the other. And so what we may see in the future is sort of interoperability between Shibarium and other crypto projects. And this is a concept that I'm not sure I'm doing justice in articulating it to you guys, but a lot of people do not understand the scale of what is going on with Shiba Inu. That is what I'm trying to bring to your attention. But I do see a situation in the future where the US government will be using a solution like Shibarium, will be using a solution like Shib OS to run some government services. And it might not be every government service in the beginning. It might be for things like, for little things in the beginning. But there is the potential for the Shib OS to be used in that capacity in the US government. And I want you guys to just go ahead, and if you guys can really take a look at what they're doing, take a look at what the Shib OS has to offer. Do you get? I think it will be important. I think the Shib OS is going to be an important technological stack in the crypto space as we move forward in the future. So those are just my thoughts. Remember, these are just my thoughts. They're a little bit rough on the edge at the moment because I'm trying to articulate a lot of things right now. But understand that Shiba is going to play a critical role in this whole Web3 crypto blockchain transition that we're currently on. It is going to play a critical role because they've got a number of things in their ecosystem that is currently not available in any other project. So guys, I know it's been a lot of rambling there, but I hope you guys have been able to pick one or two things from everything I'm seeing here. But I just thought I'd put this out there for you guys. If you like videos like this, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Also, let me know your thoughts about some of the things that I've said here. If you have any thoughts about the Shib OS and where you see it going in the future, please let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.